Hello, dear friends, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're taking a journey to a beautiful island nation in the South Pacific called Fiji. Imagine white sandy beaches, crystal clear water, and lush green forests. For a long time, something truly remarkable was happening in this paradise. For nearly 40 years, from the 1920s to the 1960s, Fiji reported almost no cases of cancer. Isn't that incredible? So, what was their secret? Let's explore the gentle and healthy way of life that protected the Fijian people for so many years.
Milk makes it so fresh.
Fiji is a collection of over 300 islands, a place where life has traditionally moved at a slower, more natural pace. The people there lived very differently from how most of us do today. Their daily routines, the food they ate, and their strong sense of community all played a part in their amazing health. It wasn't about a single magic pill or a special trick. It was about a whole lifestyle, one that was deeply connected to nature and to each other. So let's start by looking at what was on their plates. The traditional Fijian diet was a feast of fresh, natural foods, grown right there on the islands. Forget about supermarkets and packaged meals. Their plates were filled with colorful vegetables, sweet tropical fruits like mangoes, and papayas, and root crops such as sweet potatoes, cassava, and yams. These foods are packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which are all wonderful for keeping our bodies strong. Instead of getting their protein from lots of red meat, they relied on fresh fish and seafood caught from the ocean around them. And for fats, they used coconuts in all sorts of delicious ways. Think about what was missing from their diet. There were very few processed foods, sugary drinks, or deep-fried snacks. They ate what the land and sea provided. This meant their diet was naturally low in sugar, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives that are so common in our modern foods. By eating this simple, wholesome diet, they were giving their bodies the best possible fuel to stay healthy and fight off disease. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the simplest foods are the most nourishing. Now, let's talk about how they moved. In traditional Fiji, there was no need for a gym membership. Physical activity was simply a part of everyday life. People walked everywhere, to the village, to the farms, or to visit neighbors. Many were involved in farming their own food, which meant digging, planting, and harvesting under the warm sun. Fishing was also a common activity, requiring strength and energy. Even their community life was active. They would work together to build homes or maintain the village. This constant, gentle movement kept their bodies strong and their weight healthy without ever feeling like a chore. It was just how life was lived. Another incredibly important piece of the puzzle was their strong community bonds. In Fiji, family and community are at the heart of everything. People lived in close-knit villages where everyone knew and supported each other. If someone was going through a tough time, they were never alone. They had a whole village of people to lift them up. This amazing social support system acted as a powerful buffer against stress. And as we're learning more and more, chronic stress can have a very negative impact on our health, contributing to all sorts of diseases. The Fijian people's sense of belonging and connection helped keep their minds and bodies at ease.
It truly does.
There's one more factor to consider: their environment. During those decades, Fiji was a very pristine place with very little industrial pollution. The air they breathed was clean, the water they drank was pure, and the soil they grew their food in was free from harmful chemicals. This clean environment meant they weren't exposed to many of the toxins that have become a concern in more industrialized parts of the world today. Living in harmony with a clean, unspoiled nature provided yet another layer of protection for their health. So, to summarize this beautiful picture, the traditional Fijian people ate fresh, natural foods from the earth and sea. They were active every single day just by living their lives. They were surrounded by a loving community that reduced their stress, and they lived in a clean, natural environment. It was this powerful combination of factors, all working together, that created a shield against diseases like cancer for so many years. It was a lifestyle of true balance and harmony. So you might be wondering, what happened? Why did things change? Well, as the world became more connected, modernization began to arrive in Fiji, just as it has everywhere else. Supermarkets started opening, bringing in processed foods, sugary sodas, and fried snacks. Cars and buses became more common, so people walked less. Lifestyles started to shift towards a more modern, Western way of living. Sadly, as these changes took hold, Fiji started to see a rise in the very diseases they had avoided for so long, including cancer. This change shows us just how powerful our daily choices are. The story of Fiji is not meant to make us sad or fearful. Instead, it's a story of hope and wisdom. It teaches us a valuable lesson. We may not be able to move to a tropical island, but we can learn from the wisdom of the traditional Fijian lifestyle.
We can all make small, simple changes in our own lives that can have a big impact on our well-being. What can we learn? First, let's look at our food. We can try to eat more natural, whole foods. Think more fruits and vegetables, more whole grains, and less packaged and processed stuff. Choose foods that are as close to their natural state as possible. Second, let's keep our bodies moving.
We don't need to run a marathon. Just a simple daily walk, a bit of gardening, or even dancing in your living room can make a wonderful difference. The key is to find joyful ways to move every day. And finally, and perhaps most importantly, let's cherish our connections. Spend time with family and friends. Join a community group, volunteer, or simply pick up the phone and call a loved one. Nurturing our relationships helps us feel supported and reduces stress, which is so good for our overall health. The lesson from Fiji is clear and beautiful. A healthy life is built on simple pillars. Eat well, move daily, and stay connected with those you love. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to Fiji today. I hope this story has inspired you as much as it has inspired me. Remember, taking care of our health can be a gentle and positive journey. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more stories like this. We love having you as part of our community. Until next time, stay well and take care.